Hi and welcome back to another video. I recorded yesterday a video and I thought why not make a separate video about self-confidence, which I talked about in the previous video is just saying and showing up to yourself and keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Now today's video is a little bit different. You talked about and probably heard about what self-confidence is from the professionals, from the other athletes, and those motivational quotes and reels. But what I'm trying to talk about today is just my point of view and my experience about what self-confidence is. Self-confidence is believing and trusting yourself, not another person, but yourself, that next time you do a task, you will do it. Now, when we start a new journey, maybe it's a new habit, maybe it's starting content, maybe it is going to the gym, maybe it's becoming a pro athlete, we need self-confidence. Self-confidence is not this fancy gift that you get when you once achieved a certain status. No, it is built and it is expanded. It is, you know, processed through those difficult stages. And self-confidence is simple as that. It could be making your bed. It could be cleaning up your desk. It could be just starting to record a video and just talking a bunch of nonsense and uploading it. Maybe it could be putting on the socks. Maybe it could be just opening the door of the gym. I yesterday talked about why starting small is so important, because it is part of the process. But I also talked about and I quickly mentioned that self-confidence is built from the small actions that you take every single day. Now, the small actions, as I said yesterday, are as simple as making your bed. It could be just opening the window, covering covering your bed sheet, renewing your bed sheet, whatever it might be. Now, why are those micro actions important? It is because those micro actions will tell your mind, it will tell yourself that next time you do a task, which could be translated into a promise, when you have a promise, you will do it next time. Like tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm gonna immediately start drinking 500 milliliters of water with Himalayan salt for electrolytes. That could be a promise to yourself, a tomorrow promise. And you can decide. Every single morning, you can decide. You can choose A, which is okay, I'm gonna hit snooze. I'm gonna drink the water anyways at 1 p.m. late in the afternoon. Or I can say, okay, I'm taking option B. It will suck. It will probably be hard to just wake up at 6 a.m. and drink the 500 milliliters of water with electrolytes. The choice is yours. But keep in mind that what you choose refers also to, can you keep the promises that you made to yourself? Like when you write down to the to-do list today, like getting the groceries, making your bed, cleaning up your desk, responding to emails, those are tasks. Those are actions that you can take today. And one by one, if you conquer those tasks, you will get the self-confidence. You will get this feeling that you can accomplish anything. Why? Because you kept those promises that you made to yourself. Tasks, things that you need to work on, are promises that you made to yourself. Think of it like that. You have a friend and you both decide next day, next week, at Monday, 6 a.m., you're gonna show up at the gym to hit chest maybe. So you prepare the night before. On Sunday at evening, 9 p.m., you just close your eyes and go to sleep. Hoping, which is important, hoping and believing that the friend you made the promise with will show up tomorrow at 6 a.m. Now, the friend of yours, he has a choice. He can keep the promise and show up anyways, regardless of how tired he is at 6 a.m. before the gym, where you both promised yourselves and decided to show up. Or he can say, oh, maybe next time. Now, everybody knows that at the first time when something occurs and somebody cancels something, he has a reason. Which is why I like the James Clear quote of, the first time could be a mistake. It could be something because something happened, and which is forgivable. But the second time something starts, it is the beginning of a new habit. It is so when the friends didn't show up at 6 a.m. in front of the gym one day, like day one, okay, it is okay. But day two, you slowly start to distrust the person that is going to show up. Why? Because you made the promise with your friend that you're gonna show up at 6 a.m. before the gym, but he didn't show up. Do you then trust him that he will show up in a week? After 2 days he didn't show up. Okay, now you start to think, he's not gonna do it. No matter how many times I call, no matter many times I will say, please show up at the gym, he will not show up. He just showed me with action. Now think of the friend of yourself. Think as the friend that didn't show up at the gym of yourself. You wanted to start the content, you didn't show up. You wanted to start a new journey of becoming a professional athlete, you didn't show up. You wanted a new physique, you wanted a new body, you didn't show up. You wanted to start a clean diet, you wanted to start a new business, a new product, a new, everything new, but you didn't show up. Right? The top athletes, top performers, the top entrepreneurs, the top creators know they will show up. Sure, there might be something happening, but you as the viewer know that, or you as the coach know, you as the person that is going to consume the content of the athlete, the concert know that no matter what it is, unless they announce their retirement, unless they announce that they have something going on in their life and they're gonna take a rest, you are gonna expect and believe that they're gonna drop a new video, a new podcast, a new event, a new match, whatever it might be. You believe and you will automatically think, unconsciously think that they are gonna show up anyways, because they have shown up in the past for over 10 years, 5 years, every single day on YouTube, on national television, on podcasts, on YouTube shorts, on books, whatever it might be. They have put in the work, they have shown up, and that is just out there in the public. What I'm trying to say is that showing up is a self-confidence hack. You want self-confidence? You want to be proud of who you are in that industry, in that space, in that realm? Show up. Keep the promises that you made to yourself. If you're gonna do it, and wrote it down before the day before or the day at the day, keep the promise. Don't procrastinate on it. Don't say, I'm gonna do it later. Do it now. That is why disciplined people are so self-confident. That is why those bodybuilders are so confident in their physique that they just are standing on the stages proudly of who they are. That is why the top athletes are so confident in those matches. That is why the top entrepreneurs are so confident and know what they are, who they are, what they want. Because they showed up 10 plus years, 15 years, every single day. Showing up is saying to yourself, I'm going to trust myself, and if you keep doing this, I'm going to unconsciously believe that you're going to show up the next day. There's gonna be setbacks. There's gonna be failures. There's gonna be unnoticed, uh, un didn't. There's gonna be unplanned events, because life is gonna just throw you some random events: a death of a loved one, a job offer that you didn't want, a divorce, whatever it might be, a breakup, and it's gonna test you. God is gonna test you. Can you show up anyways? Can you just focus on this task that I have given you? Can you focus on the task? Can you keep pursuing the task no matter what life throws at you? Can you do that? Can you just show up? Can you just say, okay, God, I know this situation sucks. I know this situation seems like an endless tunnel, a dark path that I don't see the light on. But can you just trust Him in the process and just show up regardless of how you feel, how you think, and just show up anyways? Disciplined people, the people that see you do CrossFit at the Olympics, they are confident. And we all want that type of confidence. You see LeBron James on the court just saying, I'm tough. Why? Because he has shown up and he has put in the work, the hours, the sweat, the tears, and the blood every single day. Stephen Curry, he shoots 5,000 balls every single day. 5,000 reps. He showed up anyways, no matter how he feels. He feels tired. He has stress. He has family. He has something going on in his life, private life. He showed up anyways. Michael Phelps, the swimmer, the Olympic swimmer from the USA. 4 years. He has just dedicated himself to just showing up every single day, no matter how he feels, to swimming. That is why he was and he is still one of the best athletes in the United States of America. You want confidence? You want to be proud of who you are? You want to be just with broad shoulders and entering every single room confidently, proud, not scared? Show up. Show up. Just show up. You want to start reading a book, a new book. Don't start with reading one book at a time. Run whole book every single month, every single week, every single day. Start by opening the book. Just start by opening the book. That is all that it takes. A new habit. You want to build a habit of just eating clean. Start by removing just 10 grams of the rice, the 10 grams of the things that you just eat. Start by removing the chips bag, throwing all the chips bag away. Start by emptying every single toxic thing that you don't want to put in your body out of the fridge. Start by opening the fridge. Don't overcomplicate those things like, oh, what happens if I don't read the book in a week? Start by opening the book on a random page and just start reading a sentence, a word. That is how you start. That is how you build self-confidence. Then the next day, as I said yesterday, then the next day, read the sentence. 2 sentences the next day. And then the day after that, 3 sentences. But in the process of reading the book, of finishing a book, you will learn that just reading a sentence a day, no matter how long it takes, you will have gained self-confidence that next time you open a book, you will read it in a month. That you will just finish through, power through, hammer through that book. Why? Because you showed up. Today you showed up, the next day, the day after, you showed up anyways. The comedians, the athletes, the top entrepreneurs, the content creators, they are confident because they have done it for a decade. I am just beginning. I have 10 plus years, 20 years ahead of me. If I just show up every single day, no matter on YouTube, on the job, on Instagram, on TikTok, I will have that. I will have the self-confidence. I will have the self-confidence on the stage that when I'm talking, I know what I'm talking about. Why? Because I showed up. When I go to the gym, I know that I'm gonna finish that set no matter what, because in the previous times I have accomplished those things. I have finished and powered through, hammered through that workout. If I open up a book, it will take time. It will take time. But I start to read a sentence. Then tomorrow I read 2 sentences. Then 3, 4. And just increase. Maybe next week, not 7 sentences, but I got get confidence, so I read a page. 1 page. It might not seem very much, but it will increase your self-confidence. It will increase your self-belief that you're gonna do it next time. The next 2 weeks after that, I might read 3 pages, 4 pages. The next week, I'm gonna read 10 pages. Self-confidence is not some magical pill that you get once you have achieved it. No, in the process of becoming the person that you want to grow to be, you will learn self-confidence. Because in order to get who you want to be, it is going to require actions. And through those actions, you will learn how to trust yourself. You will learn how to rely on yourself. You will learn how to believe. You will learn how to be so confident that nobody can take it off you. Because that is going to be earned. It is you who made the choices. It is you who made the promises to yourself and kept those promises, or doesn't keep your promises. It was you who went through those failures. It was you who went through those setbacks, through success, whatever it might be. It was you who made it through that process of becoming the person that you want. Right now, I'm speaking at my parents' home. But one day, if I just keep showing up, I know for a fact that I'm gonna be in a different building, on a stage, talking to people, encouraging their lives, motivating their lives, like Tony Robbins did. It is gonna take time, but I know every single day when I just post a short video, a reel, I'm going to know that when I'm going to bed, I will know that next time I will show up anyways. I will just record a video no matter how I feel. I want self-confidence. I want this unshakable confidence mentality that no matter what somebody says, I'm going to make it. No matter whatever somebody says, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Say it over and over again. Repeat the actions that you promise to yourself. And that is how you grow self-confidence. Self-confidence is not given. It is earned. So, don't overcomplicate it. Self-confidence is not a magic pill that you just swallow and all of a sudden you get tough, you get the self-confidence, you're going to be proud of who you are. That's going to be temporary. Self-confidence is earned through the promises that you make every single day. Self-confidence is made possible, is going to be built by experience, by promise keeping every single day. The promises you made before, the day ahead, the day after that. Self-confidence is not something that you need to just worry about. In this process of becoming confusing, the small actions will lead to self-confidence. Self-confidence is not this injection that you just take in your body and all of a sudden you're just confident. No. If you want to walk proudly in every single room that you just enter, take this small step. one day at a time. Be conscious about the micro actions that you take, the decisions that you make every single day. That is how you grow self-confidence. That is how you grow believing in yourself. That is how you rely on yourself. So, here's my call to action for you today, for this week. Take a piece of paper, a blank sheet of paper, and a pen. And on this paper, I want you to write down the date of the day that you're watching this. Today is the 3rd of March. So write this down like this. And then what I want you to do is write down physical, mental, and spiritual. These 3 realms are also known as 3 wins every single day that you need to make. One, physical, something that you do in the gym, something active, an activity, a task that will help your body, that is help move your body. A mental thing, meditating, praying, breath work, sauna, yoga, whatever it may be. Well, it's meant for your mental. Spiritual, pray, read the word, go to worship, do a Bible study, go watch Philip Anthony Mitchell's, go watch a sermon, and do something for your spiritual life. One task for each realm. Those are 3 tasks, the most important 3 tasks, and over a period of time, you will have self-confidence. I cannot give it to you right now. I cannot give it to you anyways. No matter what I do, you gotta show up for yourself. To show up. Do it with the smallest task. Start with the smallest task that you can think of. And keep going. Just keep going. And one day you will just walk so proudly in every single room. Dominate every single room. With that unshakable confidence.